Alex, you asked your fans whether you should shave your head as you usually do for this fight or keep it long, and whether you should change your shorts. What did your fans say, and what is your decision?
Well, I always ask my fans because they're important to me, in their opinion, and I ask them if I should keep it up, keep shaving, or leave their hair grown. But the importance is very good, very, very important for me. And they chose for me to shave my head and fight with the original shorts, and that's my decision.
I know after your last fight, you went back to Brazil and you went back to your people and did the ritual, wearing your headdress and all the scents. What does that do for you? What kind of energy can you draw from that experience that you can take into this next fight?
Very important for me to always be rescuing my indigenous roots, right, my background. So always good for me to go to Brazil and stay in contact with that, and like I say, bring back for me, It's very important for me to stay in touch with those things.
Essa energia, recarregar a energia, sempre é bom estar do lado dessas pessoas.
For this fight, will you wear the original headdress for the weigh-ins, or will you wear the one you wore last time, which was a different one? Because I'm wondering if you're superstitious.
Não, mas se eu colocar que eu usei na última.
I'm definitely not a superstitious guy, so I have no reason to use my original one. I'm gonna use the same headpiece that I wore in my last fights. You know what I mean? I'm gonna shave my head, I'm gonna use my original shorts. And if one day that changes, not because of superstition, it's because I want.
With all the injuries and the illness you had going into the last fight, you said you were just at 40%. What percent do you expect to be this Saturday night? Because I know no fight is ever at 100%, but what percentage will you be this Saturday, and what can we expect from you as a result?
100%, acho que...
I'm going to be ready, really ready. I'm going to be able to give my all 100%. Nobody's 100%. If somebody's 100% on the fight, it's because they didn't prepare good enough. You know what I mean? But I'm going to go over there, ready to give all of me over there.
There seems like this extra fire within you for this rematch, and I wanted to ask you, is it because you've lost something you want back, the belt? Is it because it's Ankalaev and you've made no secret of the fact you don't like one another? Where is this sort of extra fire that we see in your training, the intensity within you leading into Saturday?
Não, acho que por tudo que passou.
Not a specific reason on both. Definitely I have an extra motivation, you know what I mean? And also been doing things different this time. I didn't travel as much, I stay more focused, I stay more around, you know what I mean, so I can perform better.
Well, let's talk about the fight. You had a lot of success with those calf kicks. He wasn't able to take you down. He said you were greasy, but I think it shows your takedown defense and how good that was on the night. How is this fight going to be different so that there's no question that you come away victorious this time?
On the previous fight, I don't think I could give my all. For example, certain punches, certain things I was kind of holding back because I wasn't a good day, right? So he was able to get more comfortable, didn't do too much damage on him, got more confident. But for this fight, I think I'm going to be able to connect way more, I'm going to connect harder, so I'll be able to impose my game a little more.
And in terms of how you feel about Ankalaev, there was the incident at the UFC PI the other day where you were having an argument via Google Translate. You said he was lying. Apparently he was hiding in the locker room or hiding while you were in the PI, for those that don't know. How do you feel about him after that, after, in your words, hearing those lies and the sort of confrontation that you had? How do you feel about him now?
This actually was a good thing that happened because on the past many times he says something and then he didn't say or he didn't do, like come out like, you know what I mean, like he's lying but people don't believe. But this was a good opportunity, a good situation which he lied to us, like he lied saying that he was not hiding, blah blah blah, and then the girl said that he was there. So it was good for us to see if be able to show him that we know that he's lying.
So if you were to visualize this fight, the perfect ending, what round, what strike, what kick, what does it look like?
If I could choose, I would like to do a fight in which I dominated. For example, to not happen like happened the last fight. This guy won, that guy won, left out. So the perfect world for him, he'll do a fight that he win 5 rounds, dominating him to leave no question that he came there and he won.
So you've been weighing yourself in the lead up to this fight and showing it on Instagram, and it's got a lot of people talking about your future move up to heavyweight. And I know you said that's going to come at the point when it's difficult for your body to make 205 pounds, but if you were to predict how many more fights before you go to heavyweight, what would you say?
So I don't know how many fights I have at light heavyweight, you know what I mean? So I gotta listen to my body, and right now I'm focusing on fight again for the light heavyweight belt, and then that's what I have on my plans for now.
But I know you're a guy that likes to think of the big picture, and obviously the focus is on this Saturday night, but as a first heavyweight opponent, is there a name, a particular, whether it's a Tom Aspinall, a John Jones, a Cyril Gane, that would excite you as your first fight at heavyweight?
Não sei.
I don't know. Like I said before, I gotta win this belt again first, and then after that we'll see what the plans is.
And lastly, for this interview, what would it mean to regain your belt, but also become a 3-time UFC world champion?
Para mim é importante, mas
I'll face this like it's still my second title, because in my mind I not even lost the last fight, I know everything that went through. So for me, it's just regain the same belt.
ter perdido esse cinturão.
Actually, I did want to ask you, when the bell goes on Saturday night, for you, is that a new fight, or is that round 6 and a continuation of the last fight?
Good question, and for sure feel like round 6. The previous fight, the fifth round was really good for me, and I think they'll feel like that will be my first round on this Saturday.